I was the one to judge. You said you've had enough and that you really wanna be with me. What you get is more than what you see. At first you struck me like any other girl that I could find. When you looked me in the eyes, I knew that this was right. You're a pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. With you, with you, with you. Oh, with you, with you, with you. Oh, I was the one to judge. You said you've had enough and that you really wanna be with me. What you get is more than what you see. At first you struck me like any other girl that I could find. When you looked me in the eyes, I knew that this was right. You're a pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. Pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. With you, with you, with you. Oh, with you, with you, with you. Oh, I'm glad that I found you, and that you will stick around too. Show me who you are. Now we come so far. I can't be without you, and I know I never have to. Show me who you are. Now we come so far. You're a pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the same. Feels like you read my mind, and there's more than meets the eye. Pretty girl with a pretty name, but I'm pretty sure that you're not the
All right, hitting the go button in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to episode 300 of the Geeks for the Win
Woohoo!
podcast, the tech and gaming podcast. Well, actually, we cover tech and gaming, but we're going to go back. We're going to take it back.
We're going to take it
With
back to...
Start of 300 to
Yeah.
kind of take it back to where we started, but not quite. But anyways, we're the geeky podcast from the GeeksFTW.com, and I'm your host, William, and I'm joined with my co-host, Stuart.
Known across the internet as Casual Terror.
300, Stuart.
We finally made it to 300.
Should have been probably like, what, 2 months ago?
Probably a little bit more than that, because we've taken a couple breaks before, so. But we've been doing this, got almost 7 years now. Or wait, no. We've been doing this for 7 years. We're coming up on year 8 soon, right? Like this month.
The 22nd, I think.
Yeah.
No. 27th? 22nd or 27th? I always get that mixed up. I think it's the 27th.
Damn, we've been doing this a long time. So, and we're gonna change some things up, kind of probably for the next couple episodes until we find our new groove, kind of a thing. I've got some ideas. So, and I don't quite have them ready for this episode, but in the coming episodes, I want to try some. I want to try some stuff. So, like
we'll change things up.
Like I have an idea that I want to play like a game, like each week, like you versus me kind of a thing. Kind of as the weeks go on. I'm not quite sure how to do it yet, but that's kind of one of the things I want to do.
Yeah, once we can get recording stable again, I'd like to have guests back.
Yes, and I actually have somebody who wants to be on the podcast. I really need to get back to him. I've got a guy in my raid team who also podcasts, and he has invited me on his show, and I've invited him on our show, but that was when we were way not quite stable, and we're still not quite there yet.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has just happened, a lot of different life changes and stuff for both of us.
For both of us. I don't really ever think I've talked about I've got a new job now, and it's in Indy, which is an hour and 40 minutes away. Hour and 30 if there's no traffic, but
there's always traffic.
Well, not at 3 in the morning.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Because I've got to be there at 6. So in order to get there with, to leave me time to get into traffic, I leave around 4. So, I'm up by 3 a.m. Monday through Thursday. And I get every other Friday off, which is, I love it. I'm loving that schedule. Today was an off Friday, so I'm good. I'm rested.
Yeah, and you said once your lease is up, you're planning to move.
I plan on moving in May.
Yeah.
So that'll happen.
That'll help stabilize the show quite a bit.
Absolutely, that will, because I won't be so dead tired on the Fridays that I do work.
And you won't have to drive an hour and a half to get home. So we can maybe do it on a different day that's not Friday, because Fridays are kind of tough for me.
Yeah.
We've had some experience. We've had a lot of issues because of me, because of Fridays.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
bear with us, people.
I can't do it Monday through Thursday.
Well,
I just
totally
can't.
understand. But
I can't tell how many times I've walked in the door, got on that couch, and then I'm out the rest of the day. I'm done.
So yeah, so by the time summer gets here, things should be probably a lot more stable and
hopefully, yes.
Yeah. Just in time for E3 and all that craziness.
Exactly. Right.
At least you're not working somewhere because you kept saying for the longest time, my boss hates me. He wants to fire me so bad. He wants to fire me. You kept saying that for the longest time.
And then he finally did. And you know what? I was happy. I was probably the happiest unemployed person.
Well, you didn't have that fear, because
And
you were talking about that for a good, 4 months at least?
Yeah, but it was going on years.
Yeah.
For years. I was there 6 years, and it was just... I had problems with stress. I had issues sleeping, and some other things were going on.
That's not good. You don't want that in your workplace.
Yeah.
So I'm glad things are better.
So now I'm in a better place. I'm in a better environment. And you know what? Life is more interesting for me now. Because I'm gonna tell you some stories that have happened to me over these past 2 months.
Okay.
One of them you kind of already know. Me almost dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I've had a lot of experiences on the road of stuff that I've never seen before. Like, I can't tell you how many wrecks I cannot go a week without seeing a major wreck. I don't experience the wreck, but I come upon the wreck.
What's the craziest thing you saw on the road?
Well, okay. This happened last Friday? No, this was Monday. This happened Monday. I'm coming along, and I see this way off in the distance, this nice big old fat black flume of smoke. Like, oh, something's on fire over there. 30 minutes later, I'm still seeing it in front of me. I'm thinking, you know what? I think that might be on the road. I come up. I'm now 15 minutes from my exit. Traffic comes to a complete stop. And I see driving on the shoulder, coming by me, fire trucks. Like, oh boy. I've been seeing this smoke for 30 minutes. They're just now getting to the fire. Luckily, what it was when I finally got by it a half an hour later was a semi truck had caught on fire. And the only thing left the semi trailer, so it was a double trailer. The trailers caught on fire. And the only thing left were the outline frames. That was it. Nothing. They were gone.
Huh.
So there was that. And let's see, I've been stuck in a funeral on the interstate. I've never seen a funeral procession on the interstate before. It's the weirdest thing ever. I came upon a wreck that just happened where half the car was somewhere else. Like, literally, there was a line, and the other half was shards on the road.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, it's not been a week gone by where I've not seen a wreck. And the weather hasn't really helped.
I imagine.
There was one day where I got maybe 20 minutes out, and I'm thinking, this is not going to happen. And I turned around, and thank God I turned around, because I don't know if it was... I immediately lost control then. I was 90 degrees going down the road going, I hope nobody hits me. I hope I don't hit anybody. But yeah, I got home and text my boss saying it's not going to happen for me. And he was totally cool with it.
Well, that's good.
Now my other boss would have been, I made it in. You should too. You live next door. You have a 4x4 truck with a scoop on it. That does. Anyway. Now to me almost dying. And I did seriously almost die. It's not on the road. This was a work thing that happened. I work for I don't know if I should say, a major international corporation. Because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. That's kind of why I'm not saying for now.
Okay.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I work for a major international corporation. And what they're known for, they don't actually make in the factory that I work. We build planes. And what I do is they're taking two plants that are right next to each other and then squishing them into one. So I'm doing layout, and so I'm in charge of moving, of getting, of marking machines to move to a different area, marking the floors, saying the machine's going to go here, that kind of thing. That's what I do. And I'm working in an area right now where they test fire jet engines. And I was warned this before, but it wasn't quite clear. It was just, there is a fire suppression system in the test areas called CARDOX, carbon dioxide. And when that goes off, it fills the room with carbon dioxide. So you will die real quick. You will lose oxygen, and then if you don't get out of there, and like your body gets dragged out, and oxygen within like 4 minutes, you increase your chances of brain damage.
That's how people kill themselves in a car in the garage,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, although this is instant. It's not that instant. It's, you have seconds. And I was told, hey, if an alarm goes off, if the CARDOX alarm goes off, run. There's so many freaking alarms in that place, because that mean all sorts of different things, that I had no idea what the alarm sounded like. Because I shouldn't have been in that area without training. I've since had that training, which it basically training involves, hey, you hear this alarm, run. Training done. That's pretty much all the training you need. And I actually got first-hand training before then, because an alarm went off, and being the optimist that I am, thinking, oh, that can't be what I think it is. That's probably an alarm for test firing an engine, right? Sure. That's letting people know that the next sound you hear is an engine being test fired. Sure, that could be a gen engine. No, what that was CARDOX being dumped in the test cell right next to me. Like, you got a hallway. I'm in this one. It's going off in this one. So, and what it was ultimately was, there was no fire. There was a short in the system, and it just went off.
That's even scarier.
Well, there was nobody in that test cell, and so because nobody's in there, the door's open. Because normally, if somebody's in there, the door's closed. because if it goes off, people get out and then they close the door. So the cardox, so the carbon dioxide stays in that room. Well, since the door was open, it flooded the halls. So after way too long, I decided, you know what? I'm going to look out the door to see if anything is going on out there. Look out the door, and about up to here is just this fog of it's water vapor, but yeah, of carbon dioxide, just fog, just up to here on me. And keep in mind, the hallway is about 16 feet wide, so it has filled the hallway. And I make the wrong decision. I was like, you know what? I don't want to walk through that. I'm gonna stay in here. What I should have done was went and ran. But luckily there was a fan. There was an exhaust fan that normally closes when the cardox goes off, but it didn't. So it was rushing all the carbon dioxide. You know,
probably because it was it activated because of a short, right? So that's why it didn't close.
Well, the alarm still went off though. So that's why it was one thing. But it only went off in part of the testing area. It didn't go off in the whole area, which a lot of people weren't happy about that. So yeah, if that fan wasn't on, I might have died. So
that's pretty crazy and pretty scary.
You know what? It's kind of the thing. Like, you know what? I don't feel like I don't feel any different. Like, you know, like, oh, you had a near death experience. Like, I realize I should have been scareder, but I wasn't.
I'd be freaking out anytime I heard some phone go off. I'd be like, "Is that the alarm? Is that the alarm?" No. I'd be freaking out if that had happened to me.
But like I said, there are so many alarms that go off in that place that, you know, I didn't know what that one was.
Yeah, I'm a paranoid person, so I would not do well in your situation.
I should have been more paranoid. You would have been fine. You would have been fine. I would have been dead in a room.
No, I mean, like, if that happened to me, like from there on out, things would be, things would be so stressful.
I'm very wary on, like,
yeah,
there's an alarm going off. Oh, I'm gonna walk, see if anybody do anything. No, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm a lot more cautious now. When I hear when I hear something.
I'm glad, because that would suck if you died.
Yes, it would have. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of, you know, my life has become a little bit more interesting now, and I'm not sure I like it. Because you know, usually, you know, you got these people who are like, oh, they do nothing, but somehow these amazing things happen to them, and that was never me. I always led the most boring things until I got this new job. Now, I'm seeing so many. I understand road rage now. I really do. I never did before.
I mean, you have jet engines at your work? That sounds just all kinds of crazy. Like, oh, that must be a jet engine. You're just like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Versus me, I was like, oh my god, that's a plane up there today. I was like, oh my god, that's a plane. What?
Actually,
Literally, that happened today. There was a plane that flew over me.
Where the plant is, it's right next to the Indianapolis International Airport. So I'm always seeing jet planes taking off, and I always do stop going, oh,
because they're you don't realize how huge they are till they're like so close.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh my god. But yeah, oh, that must make traffic even worse. Even coming in, even at like 4 whatever a.m. Because if you're at
it's not
next to an airport.
Yeah, it's not bad going in. Leaving always takes me a lot longer. It can easily take me 2.5 hours to get home. Just getting through Indy. And I hate it. But that gives me a chance to listen to a bunch of podcasts that I never really have time to listen to. So that's
before you weren't able to listen to podcasts at all.
Right, only kind of on the way in, the 15 minutes into work and the hour I had for lunch. Now I can actually listen to podcasts at work now, because I'm not having to answer phones. So I can actually listen to stuff at work as long as and I probably could listen to stuff when I'm on the floor, but I don't. I mainly just do it at my desk. So yeah, that was my death experience. I guess we can talk about things we've been doing outside of not dying.
Okay.
I said that we're gonna, change up the show, talk about things that we, things besides video games. But you know what? I finally picked up Assassin's Creed Origins, so I've been playing that the past 2 days. And you know what? That's a great game. I'm really liking it. I didn't play a whole lot of the previous one, Syndicate. I only played a little bit of the beginning. But Origins I'm liking a lot. They changed the combat style, so that's taking me a while to get used to. Because for a while it was the Batman thing. Like you had a bunch of enemies around you. You wait for one to attack. You press the parry button, and something amazing happens. That's not quite been the case for the past couple games, and especially this one. It's a lot harder to parry. And that really kind of sucks, because I've got a shield that when you parry, it gives you some health back. So, because I can't parry very often, because I'm not very good at it, that really sucks. And I know you're not much into the Assassin's Creed games, but dude, you really should. You might like them.
Never played one.
I know this. You should. You really should. And right now, I think for the next until tomorrow, or maybe it's Sunday, it's 30% off. So I just happened to get lucky and like, oh, it's 30% off. I was already going to spend $60. Might as well get the version with all the extra stuff and the season pass for what I was already expecting on paying. So that's what I did. But yeah, that's really kind of, really the only game I've been playing other than the occasional battlegrounds match.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, okay. What have you been playing?
I mean, I've played Battlegrounds, of course, but not as much lately, really and truly, because it's like not. I don't have a lot of people to play with, because on Xbox, it seems like I can never get anyone. It's like, oh, I find out, oh, Ace and whoever, Ant Dog, whoever was playing the Xbox version this night. Okay. And I say, let me know whenever y'all are playing and I'll jump on. And it's like, I've been saying that for the last like 2 weeks and nothing. So, and I really and truly, I just want to play on PC for the most part, but I'm like, I'll play on Xbox if I have to. I've been playing some of that Fortnite, Battle Royale mode. It's all right. I mean, it's not as good. And it's crazy because I have a couple friends who, their only experience with battle or with the, with PUBG is the Xbox version, and that's not a good version. And they played the Battle Royale first. So they're just like all about Battle Royale, and I'm like, no. PUBG's better because you have the weapons that you can get it. I could put the 4 times scope and the silencer, and it's not just like, oh, here's a blue assault rifle that maybe has a
scope and the silencer and the thing and the truck pudding in it.
Like here's a 4 time or here's an assault rifle. Here's a blue assault rifle. Ooh, blue, green, gray or white. Like the rarity.
Right.
Like, here's a blue assault rifle. Maybe it's burst. Maybe it's not. Oh, okay, it's burst. No, I want to be able to be like, okay, this assault rifle, I'm switching it to burst. Okay, no, I'm switching it to single.
Okay, now
I'll put the scope on.
I'm going to fire this rocket launcher, jump on the rocket, and dab.
I'm kind of surprised Battlegrounds PUBG hasn't added a rocket launcher.
I'm glad they haven't. No, that is not a weapon they should add.
I want them to have a separate mode that has explosives.
No.
Like how they have like the zombies. I want it to be like a custom option.
Well, yeah, you can set up games like that, sure. If you know somebody with a custom server.
But because that'd be interesting. But anyways, I like the gunplay. The gunplay is so much better, especially with mouse and keyboard. I still haven't tried Fortnite on PC. I'm thinking I'm going to do that this weekend just to see, if having mouse and keyboard will make it better for me.
I've played it once. I've played the Fortnite Battle Royale once, and that was on PC. I lasted 2 minutes. Like I landed, picked up a gun, and immediately died. It's like, okay.
I mean, I was playing it on my own, and then I got an invite from a couple of my 2 friends who play it all the time, and they were like, "Oh, why don't you join?" And I'm like, "I'm like top 10 right now, so I'll join you in a set." So I mean, I don't know. It's just it feels weird because the map is so much smaller than in Battleground than in PUBG.
Yeah.
There's no vehicles, of course, because and they have like shield potions and stuff like that and all kinds of, and it's just like, it's so weird being in the mindset of, okay, PUBG, you got health, you got armor, you got you got and then having to switch over to where the core the core of it is same, but there's all these differences that can really just have you be like, oh, I forgot, I didn't know. It's like, because they have like shield potions that get you 50% shield, and then mini potions that only get you 25%, but you have to but once you get to 50, you can't 50% of your shield, you can't use a mini. So if you have a mini and a regular, you have to use the mini first and then use the regular. And then they have slurp juice, which that slowly regains you know your shield over time. And like there's just all these little things that are just
Could we go back to the slurp juice?
it's like this, I don't know, it's kind of like a boost almost, but it's like for your shield. And then there's bandages, of course, bandages, and then med kits. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And there's like, I don't know, there's some kind of consumable that like makes your shield and health 100%. And it's like this barrel. It looks like a barrel of something. And I'm like, okay. But it's just like, I don't know. I like the weapon play and stuff. And luckily though, I got a invite into the was it like a week or so ago to the NVIDIA GeForce Now beta.
Right, yeah.
Well, as soon as, because I signed up for that, like I can't even remember when I signed up for that, but I finally got one, and then I was like, I'm gonna sign up with a couple of my other emails just so, because they're letting people in every day now, like every day they're letting new people in instead of just weekly. So every day there's a new wave of people coming in, but I finally got another one from one of my other emails, and I gave it to my friend Pantsless Steve, and he immediately used it because I was like, because he has a Mac, and he was, before Fortnite and all that, he was like, during the summer he was really wanting to get into PUBG, and he tried installing Windows Parallels, all that stuff, he bought PUBG and he was trying to do it, and I'm like, are you still interested or are you just done? And he's like, because I was like, I think I may have a way, and he's like, yeah, sure. And he tried it instantly. He's like, oh my god, it's so much better. Well, let me see. Yeah, okay. I forwarded him the email, and he said, incredible how well that works. And I'm straight trash with keyboard and mouse. He kept saying like, man, this just doesn't feel right on as far as the Xbox version of PUBG goes. And I'm like, he's like, it feels so like like you're in water, like floaty. And I'm just like, it is so smooth and so like, I've never experienced anything like I have on PC. Ever since I've been playing on PC, it's never been anywhere near as bad as it is on Xbox right now.
Right.
Like, granted, I wasn't in there at the very, very beginning, but I've been playing for since August, probably, at least.
Yeah, you got in soon after I did.
Because I got my 1080. I got that in September, and I was playing this on my 780. So yeah, this was before September. So yeah, it was towards the end of the summer. But yeah, so man, I hopefully he'll, because he's like, I was like, oh, I'll be on tonight if you want to, and he's like, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that yet. Like I think maybe he wants to test it out himself and play more solo to get the hang of things because it's totally different on PC than Xbox.
Absolutely.
It moves so much quicker. Like everything moves quicker. I'll be playing the Xbox version and I'm like, there should be like half as many people alive right now. Because, it just takes so long to loot.
Right. Yeah.
But, so yeah, and I tried the GeForce Now beta. It
Uh-huh.
works. It does. It works pretty well. I need to clean up I need to maybe do a fresh install of Windows on my laptop because um it was my mom's laptop and she had all kinds of crazy stuff and she never really took too good care of it, like she never did, defragging or any of all that stuff. So I'm thinking I may do a fresh install, but I was able to run Destiny, on a
Mm.
laptop with no, you know, with Intel graphics because it's the what people don't know if people don't know about the GeForce Now beta, it's pretty much what On Live was
Right.
and what was it PlayStation Now? Is that what they're doing? Or is that what's the PlayStation one that you're streaming the stuff? Because you're basically streaming the game on on Nvidia's end. And I've always said if there's a company I trusted to do this, it would be Nvidia.
Yes, it is. It is PlayStation Now.
Okay, that's kind of funny how it's Nvidia or GeForce Now and PlayStation Now.
Well, originality. Not
But
really
yeah,
a
like
thing.
you log in, it's like a kind of a it kind of reminds me of it being like on a virtual machine, Like if
Okay.
you have a virtual machine, it's a window, and then you like connect your Steam. If you're doing Steam, you connect your Steam, and then you install the game on there, and it's like it already has all the games installed on there, so you just have to connect your account and click install, and then it's just like instantly, it's like oh, it's installed. And then you can do with the same with Blizzard, connect your Blizzard stuff. That's how I tried the Destiny one or the Destiny 2 out on the laptop. But yeah, I was
You should
having
download World of Warcraft.
I don't so I'm good. I'm good.
I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna wear you down. I'm gonna wear you down one of these days.
I don't know, maybe. But um and what was I gonna say? Yeah, so the it works. It does work, and it so I'm I'm hoping I think I signed up with I think I'm waiting on another email that I signed up for, and I'm hoping to maybe get like Ace. I'll give the code to Ace so maybe he can try it out
Okay.
and maybe join us for some PC stuff cuz you know and let him see let him see the that he's let him see that it that is the what is it? What do they say? The Church of Unlimited Frames.
Okay.
I need to see if there's a way to see how much frames, if there's a frame counter in the actual GeForce Now beta, because that's what I'm all about. Um. Oh, and can't remember who. I think it might have been Scar said he after hearing us talk about it, he finally turned on the frames count on his, the little frames
Uh
counter on the corner, and he just is in love now.
huh.
I think it was him who said that last week. in the party. I believe it was him. It was him. Yeah, I think it was him. But yeah, we just a lot there. I don't know. I want to start playing more PC games, and I'm trying to get more people to play PC stuff.
I'm right there with you. I'm definitely more on the PC side than, because it was when Sea of Thieves comes out, I'm definitely going to be on the PC when we play.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Oh, what was I? Lost my train of thought. Never mind.
Right.
Can't think of what I was gonna say, but yeah. Oh, I so want to play the Division on PC. Like I'm hearing so many people, ever since Destiny 2, this latest DLC and the winter event and all the drama they've had for the last month or so. I've heard so many people say, "Oh, I've gone back to the Division. I've gone back." Not even just our inner circle. I've heard other streamers who are known for playing Destiny and other stuff. They're going to the Division, and I'm just like, oh, I really want to go back to the Division, but I don't want to play on Xbox. I want to go to
Yeah.
PC. So I'm waiting for like, what, a spring sale or something. Don't they have that? Doesn't
Yeah.
Steam have like a sale
Every season, yeah.
every season? Yeah, I'm hoping something like that because
Although it seemed like the fall and the winter one were like a month apart.
I think they were less than a month apart.
Like they were really close to each other.
Because it was like what, end of November, and it was like, oh, it is the fall, and then December was like
Yeah.
winter. Yeah, we were like, man, are they gonna like? This is weird.
Yeah.
But besides that, the only other thing I've been playing a Mercenary King. Now this is not a new game, but it's new to Xbox. It just came out, I think it came out Tuesday on Xbox. It's kind of like it's 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 kind of, I've never played Metal Slug, but the people I've been talking to say, it's a side-scrolling game. It's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, kind of Metal Sluggish, and there actually are like metal slugs, like
Okay. Yeah.
like enemies that are slugs or snails that are metal. So they kind
that
of
is definitely probably done on purpose.
definitely. There's like, what is it? There's you go through it. There's like, it's like, here's the first difficulty, private, and then there's like all these different missions to do, and then once you complete those, you can go to the next one, which is like, corporal, and then there's all kinds of other missions there, and then the next one, there's like 10 different difficulty levels.
Okay.
And the best thing about this is you can there's a lot of customization. Like you can build your own weapons. You can be like, I want this, I want I want this receiver with this magazine with this, stock with the, and there's like a really ridiculous amount of each. There's like, what, 5 different parts to a weapon in this game, 5 or 6, and then there's like maybe 20 of each part, 20 different types of each part. Yeah, maybe at least 15 to 20 of each. So, like, that's a lot of different combinations. So it's and then then you can have different bullets and stuff like that. I have this like sniper that shoots like acid bullets, and um, there's these enemies who have shields. They'll have shields that, and you'll have to just wait till they start. They'll bring their shield out in front of them, and then it's like, okay, great, I'm shooting, and their shield's blocking it, and then they'll move their shield and start shooting you, few times, and then they'll bring their shield back. There's like a rhythm, a pattern you have to go with. Um, I mean, where's? But anyways, trying to bring up video. There we go. Okay. And the acid bullets, they just destroy the shield. So that's kind of cool. When that happened, I was like, that is awesome. I love that. I'm so glad And then there's different perks you can do. Like there's one where there's different perks you can add on, where it's like one's hoarder, where every enemy drops a material, because you got to get materials so you can craft parts and stuff like that, like steel, aluminum, bolts, leather. There's like a lot of different materials, and as you go through the levels, to more difficulties, you'll get access to, better materials will drop, and then you can make better stuff. There's a lot to this game. There really is. Um, Looks like it was a Kickstarter game in 2014. So,
Okay.
but it just came out on Xbox One, and I think it just came out on the Switch too. So it's pretty fun. It's $20. It's up to four player co-op. I've been playing it solo a little bit, and then co-op with a buddy. It's a fun little game. It really is. There's a lot of it's a good grindy game where you can get grind for materials so you can craft stuff and get better loot, stuff like that. And it's kind of something I've been it's been filling that hole that Destiny's that I've had from Destiny too.
So it's filling your destiny hole. I see.
Yes. Anyways, that's about it for me though.
Okay.
This is a really good game.
I'm
Oh,
I'm pretty sure these are characters from that game. So
yep. Well, I don't know about the dude with the machine gun,
I don't know. He came up on the search. So
but the doctor lady, she's like, one of the, because there's a hub you go to, and before you pick your missions out and stuff, and you can get different, um, you know, you can do your crafting, you can buy items, you can, switch out your perks, you can get different not melee weapons. I have a plunger for my melee weapon,
okay.
and it has freeze, it has ice elemental effect, so it'll freeze the enemy if I like melee them a couple times. So it's real good for like kind of a mini boss if I can get the jump on them.
Okay.
So I saw the plunger and I was like, yes, I must have this. My friend had a pizza cutter and I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then I see a plunger and I'm like, plunger.
That's even better.
And it freezes people.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I think that the machine gun guy actually might be from Broforce. So let's get him off there. So, okay, yeah, cool. I've actually been also testing testing out an app. Let's put it that way. And an app that is available on Android, iOS, Xbox, and PlayStation. And it's called Verve. Have you heard of Verve?
Everyone's been talking about this.
Yeah, I Knox mentioned something about it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, okay, what the hell is Verve? I looked it up, and it is awesome. It combines a lot of the subscription websites out there, like Funimation, Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth, Cartoon Hangover. There's like 12 of them, and it combines them all into one subscription. So, like, I am totally saving money, on.
Wait, so that's how it works? You only
Yes.
have to pay one subscription, you get all those?
Yes, $10 a month. You get all of them.
Oh, okay.
So you get Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Rooster Teeth, which on their own would be $17.
Yeah, because I'm paying $5 for Rooster Teeth already, so I may want to look into this.
Yeah, this would totally.
Yeah.
So yeah, even if you only want 2 of those subscriptions, it saves you money because it's $10 a month.
Okay, and you can only watch the stuff through the Verve app. You can't watch it, through the.
For now, you can on Crunchyroll. You can watch through their stuff, because this was made by Crunchyroll. But they've said that they're working on being able to link your accounts.
Okay, because I know with the Rooster Teeth stuff, they get stuff. They're with their first stuff, they get, it's the members get stuff first before they come, and then that's what.
Yes, and you can watch it on Verve.
Oh, okay, so it comes out like at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can watch first subscription stuff on Rooster Teeth on Verve.
Can you select your resolution? Can you change resolution?
Yes. And if you're on, I think, I'm not sure. And if you're on Android and iOS, you can actually download them and watch them offline.
Oh, that's nice. Because one of my biggest problems with the Rooster Teeth stuff is you can't choose what, it's just, you just play it, and it's whatever resolution. So you're not, there's no way of telling, is this 720? Is this 1080? Is this
Let's find
480?
out.
Is, there's no way to tell.
I'm going to look
And that's,
right
and if you can actually download them, that makes it even better.
Yes, but only on Android and iOS. So.
Oh, that's perfect.
And there is, and you can watch it all through a website as well.
I watch a lot of my stuff on my phone. I don't know why. I tend to watch a lot of things on my phone.
Actually, it doesn't look like there is no. At least on the website, there is no way to do resolution stuff.
Okay.
Let me try something not Crunchyroll or not Funimation. See if there is an option. Nope. Okay, let's go to the phone. But I'm really liking it just because it combines them all, and you can have a watch list. So let's see. I'm not seeing a resolution on here either. So, yeah,
Oh,
you're at
there's
the mercy.
Shudder too.
Yeah, okay. The list of channels are Cartoon Hangover, which yeah, I only know them from Bravest Warrior, which is the same creators as Adventure Time. So I can finally, I'll finally be able to watch Bravest Warrior at some point. Crunchyroll, Curiosity Stream, which I think it's some kind of science channel. There's Drama Fever, which is Asian dramas.
I am aware of that.
Funimation. Geek and Sundry, which I didn't know they were subscription, but they are. Mondo, which let's see, what is Mondo? It's you got more cartoons. I don't know. None of them look familiar. Let's see, Mumbai, which is I've heard of them. They only stream stuff, like they only have like movies available for like a month, but they're like hidden gems kind of a thing, like movies you've never heard of before but are supposedly really good. I don't know. Nerdist.
Is there a Roku app?
I believe so. I believe there is. I believe yeah, Roku and Fire Sticks have the apps.
Because I see Shudder, and my grandma's like a horror. She's obsessed with horror stuff.
Yeah, Shudder.
So this would be great.
I'd
get more bang for my buck.
And like I said, Rooster Teeth, and then Tested is also on there. So, and like I said, all that for $10.
I didn't realize it was all. I thought it was a way to bring all your subscriptions together. I didn't know it was you pay one subscription for all the different ones.
Nope.
That's amazing.
It is awesome. So yeah, I've been using Verve a whole lot. I finally got caught up on I finally watched season 2 of Attack on Titan, which I'm
Still
so
need to
glad.
watch that.
Huh?
I still need to watch that.
You still haven't watched Attack on Titan? I thought you did.
No, I still haven't watched any of it.
Oh my god.
I know.
You should watch Attack on Titan. And I'm so glad they're not going to wait 3 years for season 3. Season 3 is coming out in April, so yay.
That's good.
Yes, I'm happy. I also watched. I heard through the Rooster Teeth section. I started watching the fan service podcast.
Oh yeah, their anime podcast.
Yeah, which as soon as I started watching, hey, it's canceled now.
Yeah,
but it's actually still okay to like go back and watch them all because anime is relevant at all times.
I want to say they were canceled once before, came back.
I don't know. I am hoping they do come back. I'm hoping that they do. So
yeah, which man, they have that stupid game show.
Oh, on the spot.
That keeps going. Yeah, that is man.
Yeah,
it's so dumb.
It is dumb.
It's gotten so much worse to the point where I can't even watch it anymore. I used to watch it somewhat just to be like, this is dumb, but now I just can't even.
They did a section during Extra Life this year that was it was on the spot, but them playing Whose Line Is It Anyway games, and it was hilarious because it like they that it was like Whose Spot Is It Anyway or something like that, so they called it, and it was actually really funny. And I see a puppy.
Yep. I got a little puppy who wants some attention, so keep going.
I think I closed.
Actually, speaking of anime, this is Urza.
I need to start watching Fairy Tail.
I need to finish that. Yeah.
I need to finish that, and they're coming out with another series. So
yeah, I heard Blue was saying something about, or someone was saying something about Fairy Tail Zero, and I'm like, that came out already. That was well, you know,
that was me.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was you. Okay.
I said that.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be its own anime show, but then I realized that it was actually a chunk of the show itself. Was
the prequel thing
was Zero
about Mavis, the founder.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't that bad. I think Blue didn't like it.
I get why some people would not like Fairy Tail, but I like it. But
I meant like the Zero. He didn't like the Zero.
Oh,
he likes Fairy Tail, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Fairy Tail, obviously, because I named my dog Urza.
Urza. Well, there's another show you should watch. You would really like it. It's called My Hero Academia.
Oh, I keep hearing Piccolo tell me about that whenever I watch Super.
Yes, he is. He's on it.
Because the commercial, like because you can watch even if you don't have subscription, you can watch the newest dub or the newest subs of Super for free on Funimation. You just have to.
Okay.
Well, you just have to
watch them on Verve, and that's where I've been watching them.
Yeah, but you have to do the commercials. That's the bad part, and they're the same commercials over and over again. So, I'm always whenever that one comes on, I'm like, "Shut up, Piccolo! Stop talking to me about this anime."
You should watch. You should watch it.
Yeah, it's on its third season.
Third season's coming out soon. Basically, what it is, it's. Do you like the X-Men?
Let me look this up. Maybe I've seen the first season.
It's the X-Men. It's pretty much the X-Men. Only 80% of the world's population has some type of what they call quirk. And the main character was actually born without a quirk. And he's in
a school where everyone else has one, right?
Yes.
Well, I think I may have seen the
everybody in the world has them, except like a small 20%, and he's actually one of them. And his hero in life ends up saving him one day, and through actions.
Wait, what?
I totally forgot I had that on. Let's Hello, Horseradish Does Stuff.
Wait, what? Can I get my dog? What?
Where is...
I guess Stuart's got the chat to voice for maybe when you're streaming.
Yeah, I totally forgot to turn that off. Forget how... There it is. There. I guess Horseradish wants to see your dog more.
Oh. Hey there, Urza. She's only a year old, so she's technically not a puppy, but...
You're still a puppy.
You're a little puppy.
My 15-year-old dog was a puppy. So I don't want to. But anyway,
Part Chihuahua, part Shih Tzu.
where was I? Oh yes, Deku was born without a quirk, and one day he's saved by his by his hero, and through stuff happening, come to find out, someone's gonna steal your dog. That that person's quirk can actually be passed on, and like basically he's kind of Superman. So his and because and so the main character gets powers. Someone is definitely gonna see your dog.
My other one is getting a little jealous and wants to play, I guess, with her. Anyways, I'm listening. Quark, yeah.
Yes, I've totally lost my train of thought now. Dog in person trying to steal dog has distracted me. He now has a quirk. He now has basically he's incredibly fast, incredible strength, all that jazz. But the thing is, his body isn't used to that yet. So I'm not sure which one that one's talking about. But so like the very first time he ever uses his power, he jumps up in the air and like punches a robot. In that process, he shatters every bone in his leg and arms.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
as he's falling, his arms and his legs are just flapping behind him. He's going, "Oh God, I'm about to die" by hitting the ground. Why do you want us both to stroke our beards? You are throwing me off by these random things. But yeah, so like he cannot use his power without breaking something. So eventually he starts, you know, like just like flicking his fingers, and like uses like the wind off those to like to combat. But he like breaks his fingers every time he does it. So, and it's great. It's a fantastic anime. Um, a lot of people call him his childhood friend, but it's more of his childhood bully is also at the high school with him. And his power is actually quite awesome. His sweat can ignite like nitroglycerin. So basically, he can explode in his hands, and he uses that to like propel him.
That sounds so wrong, but okay.
Oh,
He can explode in his hands.
There's some that are. There's one character. Her power is she's invisible, but like you can still see her clothes. So in order for her to go total stealth mode, she's totally naked. So like there's one time where she's like she teamed up with a teammate, and he's like, "I know there's a naked girl in this room. I can't see her, but I know there's a naked girl in this room." And yeah,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch this. It
Yeah,
sounds familiar,
it
but
is
I'm
it
looking
is
at it. I'm looking at it and the screenshots and stuff, and it doesn't look familiar. So it must be it must be another anime I'm thinking of that's kind of similar, like the at least the beginning premise of like, you know, he doesn't have any powers, but everyone else does. I think that
yeah, it's
that
there's
might be the same
definitely
one.
it's a common thing, but it is a very, you can tell it's very inspired by Western comics, especially Marvel. Looking at the um just at the logo, it is very Marvel like. There is some weird obsession with our beards in the chat
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
and demanding to get your dog again.
Anyways,
But yeah,
sorry for our audio listeners.
yeah. Um, I'm trying to think of another anime I've been watching.
Super.
Super, yeah, okay, yeah. We actually haven't talked about Super on this show at all.
Oh my God, Super. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I am
Huh.
excited about Dragon. Oh, I'm sad that it's gonna end soon. I really am because it's getting so good, and there's so much more that I want to see. I want to see them bring back the universes, and I want to see Vegeta go to Universe 6 and
Yeah,
interact with the Saiyans and
yeah.
Kaba and
It was supposed to end in March,
yeah. So there's like,
and
you know,
we were both thinking like, oh, that's probably enough time for another arc. But no, it keeps going. Like one episode is a minute. It's like,
they've completed production. I saw an article today. It was in my Google, now or Google Assistance feed or whatever. It was like Dragon Ball Super team has completed production. So
that doesn't surprise
everything's
me.
done.
That
Everything's
that
done already.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And
Um,
what really is kind of disappointing is, there's a lot of, like, was it the last few episodes? There's been a lot of reused animation, so it's not even like they're going strong. They're not ending.
right. And
I've been kind of upset about that.
I've been noticing they've been falling off too. Like I was like, Beerus doesn't look right. He looks funny. What's wrong with Beerus's nose? Like I've been noticing a lot of stuff that a lot of people complained about back at the beginning of the series. I'm noticing that stuff too.
Yeah.
Again, so
Um, oh, the I guess spoilers, right?
yes, obviously.
Okay, spoilers. Man, I thought like the just seeing Frieza just get his shit just smashed in. Oh my
It made
God.
me smile every time. Like I'm like, okay, like I know like Frieza's supposed to be part of Universe 7 and we're cheering for Universe 7, but
Hey Ace, what's up?
what's up, Ace? Every time that Frieza gets in a fight and then just get his ass kicked, I just smile.
It's like, we got that little glimpse back in back in Dragon Ball Z where Pikkon just like annihilated them all.
Pycon.
Cell and yeah, when Pikkon and Goku went to
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
we got a little glimpse of that and was like, "Oh my God, that is crazy." And arguably, you're like, "Okay, well, Frieza trained. He became Golden Frieza. He's
Right.
kind of on par with Goku, and maybe not really, but close. He's pretty close. I mean, and there's that whole I've been training and doing every combination, thinking of every combination, every move, every, you remember that part, right? Where he was saying that?
Yes.
So you're kind of like, huh, that's, little, and then he does the stuff with Frost, and then he teams up with Gohan, and then like, you just don't know where Frieza's at.
No, you don't. And it did kind of make, I love it because he's so arrogant, and then he just gets kicked right back down.
I'm surprised 17 is like, he's doing good.
17's doing good.
17's
Yes.
impressive.
I'm
I went in there thinking, the androids, really? They're so weak, but them having unlimited stamina and not having to tire, that really makes a huge factor.
Yeah,
That really
and
does.
Like, it makes me think, like, 17's been a park ranger this whole time. What the fuck? How does a park ranger like that become that strong? Like, without, like, really anybody in the world noticing. Like, what the fuck? But, yeah, and the whole thing with Topo becoming a god of destruction in the middle of the tournament.
Was he technically a god? I mean, like, he was able to tap into the destruction power, but
I'm going with he became a god during that fight.
but he still had limitations because he had to charge it up.
That could just be because he's not used to that power yet. I'm thinking he totally became a god of destruction in the middle of the fight. Which, hey, I'm throwing a flag on that play. Gods aren't supposed to be in this tournament.
And they didn't even reference that. They didn't even say like, "Oh, that's like Beerus says something," and then
Beerus
you have
said something,
Omni
like,
Kings. The Omni Kings say, "We'll allow it." Do the Judge Mill Lanes from Celebrity Deathmatch. I'll allow it. You didn't even get that, which we've had that come up in the past. Where there's been this controversy thing, and they're like, "We'll let it go because it's fun."
Yeah, because it's
We're
fun to
having
watch.
fun. You didn't even get that. So I'm kind of a little disappointed that we're seeing, a lot of like, you hope that Super would end strong.
Yeah.
And it ends in March, and there's going to be a few episodes that are gonna the battle's going to be over soon. It's not it's not just going to be the last episode's the end of they defeat Jiren or whatever. It's going to end in the next episode or two. Probably probably 2 episodes, maybe 3, and then you'll have the conclusion episodes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that Super's not done for sure. I'm hoping this is just a break.
Either that or we get a time skip and it's a different, like, Dragon Ball something else. And it's
Dragon
like
Ball GT.
after
Oh
Z. No.
Not GT.
But we get something that's kind of like after Z, Because right now there's that whole, like, we know everything's fine because we've seen what happens after Super.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh my god, could Gohan die? Could this happen? Could there's none of that.
Yeah,
there's...
But then it's the characters that aren't in those last 5 episodes.
Oh my god, Frieza's using the his explosion self-sacrifice attack. Come on, he's gonna be okay because
you mean Vegeta?
Vegeta, yeah, sorry, Vegeta. That's what I meant, Vegeta. Yeah. Oh, like he did with Boo, but he's gonna be okay because we saw at the end of Z.
Yeah, which I almost wish those episodes didn't happen because I wish there was that kind of
the unknowing.
Yeah,
That anything
because it takes that whole like, oh my god, could this happen? Totally out of it.
I agree.
You
And
know,
that's,
you know that Universe 7, or at least Earth, is still around. Trying to think of let's see.
this next episode, I'm really.
I'm trying to what's I'm not, did I
They
see the
made it
preview?
seem like 17 was gonna be like, like everyone's out and except for 17. I think that was like the preview. Like 17 was the one who has to stick in it.
What's the title of the next episode? Because that usually tells you a whole lot.
But I do like we've gotten a lot of character growth from
Yeah,
characters
absolutely.
that have, from like Master Roshi, for example.
Master Roshi. Tien has been poorly used ever since the end of his saga in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he's always been. Yeah.
Tien is so poorly used. They don't know how to use him. I actually finally watched all of Dragon Ball because I never really got past the first tournament. But I finally did finish all of it. And yeah, he was built as such a badass, as such just this. He has no problem taking money from anybody. He has no problem with anybody dying in the process. And it took a speech from Master Roshi, and all of a sudden he's an angel.
Yeah, because wasn't he General Tao's right hand man?
No, he was
Kinda.
he was a student of Master Crane, and Master Crane was General Tao's brother.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, there's that. Yeah, there's that connection.
Yes, there was a connection to General Tao. Just kind of
Which I love. I love when Gohan comes across him and that one episode right before the Cell games. I still love that episode so much.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember that one.
There was the mafia boss or whatever who hired who hired Tao, and Tao was like kind of half mechanic. He was kind of like a cyborg almost.
He was,
and there was a big bunker
in Dragon Ball as well.
You don't remember that?
Mm-mm. Nope.
It was like right before, it was one of the filler episodes right before the Cell games, and after Gohan and Goku came out, and they were like Super Saiyan all the time, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, they're Super Saiyan all the time."
I don't remember that. No, there's a lot of episodes of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. I just
General Tao was like, "You look like Goku," and I think he's like, "That's my dad," and then he starts freaking out like, "Oh," It was a good episode. I liked it. It was a good Gohan episode.
Sounds like something they do.
Yeah, and everyone was like, yeah. I think the plot was they were selling space in this like bunker or whatever to protect themselves from Cell.
Okay.
And then they find out the bunker's like crap.
Couldn't save anybody. Still not ringing a bell for me.
Anyways, it's not that important. But yeah, Super. I'm counting the days to every episode. 1
tomorrow. Yeah. watched a bunch more anime, but I just not really worth talking about too much. I'm rewatching Trigun, which, oh my god, Trigun's such a good show.
It's amazing. It really is.
I actually thought it was a lot longer.
No, it's only
26,
26.
20,
Yeah.
23, something like that. Yeah.
There's a lot of animes that are like 26 episodes.
Yeah, that's a common thing.
26 or 13.
Yes, that is. Well, a season is 13 weeks, and then some do what they call two cur, which is it takes up two seasons, 6 months to do. But yeah, let's see, I'm watching second season of Overlord, which I loved the first season. It's great. One thing I am looking forward to this year that I don't know if you know is coming out this year. Season 3 of Magical Index. That's exactly the reaction I wanted.
Oh my god, I am so excited.
At least that's.
Oh my.
Is it still coming out? I don't know.
Oh, is there gonna be? Oh, is there gonna be a railgun?
I hope so.
You know, like how they had the sister show where
Yeah.
Oh, I hope they continue that too. Oh, I totally forgot about Magical. Oh my god. That's one of my favorite animes of all time. It really is.
Yeah, it was.
I really like that anime. I even bought the movie on Blu-ray.
No news yet on when it's coming out. It's just this year.
This year, though.
Yes. Magical Index Season 3 confirmed for 2018.
I am legit excited. Like, I really am. Oh my god.
I found about it on Twitter. And I'm surprised I didn't say anything to you about it. Because this was months ago when I found out about it. Like I've known for months.
Man. Oh man, I can't believe that.
It was on Twitter, on Crunchyroll. It was like here's a video of all the anime we're excited for in 2018, and that's when I found about season 2 of Overlord, and then I saw a certain Magical Index season 3. I'm like, oh my god, Will is gonna flip.
I am so excited. I really am. I really like that anime.
I will have to rewatch it before it comes out. Definitely.
Oh, I will definitely rewatch that and certain scientific railgun. Right? That's the.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Every time I hear that voice actress, I'm just like, you know, that's the first I hear her voice and I associate her with, you know, that character. Railgun.
Her name is escaping me now.
I'm not, you know, and I'm talking about the dubbed, of course. So
Yes.
which the dubbed, it's good. It's good. I like the dubbed. I really do.
Yeah, I do too. The whole argument with sub versus dub, for the most part, is bullshit. It really is. Because
I agree.
You know, the only part of the argument that I get and understand is that dubs will sometimes change the story to make it fit, you know, a Western audience.
And the only reason why I'm watching super subbed is because they're like a year and a half behind.
Yeah, they're way behind.
They're they've just, like, they're a few episodes, I think they're a few episodes into the Future Trunks saga.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I I fought it. I fought it for the longest time, and then I was just like, it was like I think it was around episode 80 of, because you kept saying, yeah, the dubs they're coming, and then the subs just kept rolling out, and the dubs, no news on the dubs, no news on the dubs, and
Yeah, and a year and a half later they finally started rolling out.
I think it was like episode 80, for the sub was out, and I was just like, I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna jump in. I screw it, There's all this Dragon Ball story, and I don't want to have to wait that long to get it.
Yeah, and
And I don't want to have to watch through all the, the I don't want to have to wait episode by episode just to watch the 2 movies again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
Because that first 26 episodes is just the 2 movies. I told a friend, I'm like, you can just watch the 2 movies and you're good for the first 2, sagas of Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, but you do miss out on Captain Ginyu though.
I mean, yeah, but I mean
that is probably the best thing about
watch that episode,
Yeah, Captain Ginyu coming back, which is it's great.
Yeah,
that's.
I mean, if you're trying to catch up real quick on Super, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan and you've never watched Super before, you can just watch. If you really want to catch up and don't want to have to watch, all those episodes that cover pretty much the same thing as 2 movies.
Yeah.
And the movie animation's so much better.
Absolutely. There's
gorgeous.
There was more budget behind it.
As someone who saw both of them in theaters, God, it's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looks so good. And we're getting a new movie this year, so.
It's true.
It's supposed to be about the Saiyan, or the Super Saiyan God origin, kind of, right? Something like that.
Cool. I have known nothing about it.
I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not, but I've heard.
I want to say that I'm one totally guy okay with that.
I want to say that one guy you told was it Masako X or whatever?
Masako X, yeah.
I think he said something about that. But besides that, I haven't really looked too deep into that.
I haven't looked into it at all.
You got me hooked on his videos.
And... there's about much of them I need to watch. But yeah, going back to what people about the sub versus dub thing. Some people say like, just the English voice actors they suck. They don't sound good. Well, guess what? Neither do the Japanese. Japanese also sucks. Because I've heard from people who do speak Japanese and fluently that it's just as bad in Japanese as it is in English. You just don't hear that because you don't know enough of the language to pick up, is this bad? You can't really pick up on acting.
Yeah.
Through,
and for the most part, the dub's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, dub's fine,
and
you
really
actually
good.
do have voice actors with bass, because that's apparently missing in Japan. Are voice actors with bass.
Yeah, like I absolutely love the voice actor for Vegeta.
Yeah,
he is so good.
And Goku.
Yeah,
especially when you listen to it compared to the Japanese version. Yes, it is done by an 80-year-old woman, but it sounds like an 80-year-old woman. When, you're supposed to be, it's supposed to be an intimidating scream. Nah.
Yeah, and what was it the voice actress for Bulma died recently?
Yes, she did.
In the Japanese one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Oh, real quick. Speaking about Vegeta, was it the last episode we had another "My Bulma" moment?
Yes, we did.
I love that. I really do. I love that so much. Like, I think Super has really. I think Vegeta's gotten the most progression character wise in Super.
Yeah, and you know what? Listening to Masako X, really, that kind of made me think, like, Goku and Chi-Chi don't have a great relationship. They really don't.
No, like his one of his theory is like Goku doesn't even understand the concept of wife or son. He just thinks of them as like really good friends, which I can kind of see, but I really don't agree 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
What was it? The Black Goku arc? He was upset
yeah,
about Goten and
yeah,
Chi-Chi.
yeah. He was, but like you like compare like Goku and Chi Chi's relationship to say Vegeta and Bulma. With Vegeta and Bulma, there's actual love there, even though they do argue in a lot, but there is an actual connection there. Goku and Chi Chi, not so much. And since I finally watched Dragon Ball, I find out how Goku proposed to Chi Chi. It was fucking bullshit.
Chi-Chi pretty much said, "Hey, you said you'd marry me," and he was like, "I did. Okay."
Yes, kind of what it is. It's like I thought marriage was a type of food.
Yeah.
That's kind of like. And then when
So
like Yamcha explained it to Goku, it was done in a very kids anime way of that just means you guys live together. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do that. It's just, oh,
wasn't there a moment when Goku was grossed out because Vegeta like kissed Bulma or something or
yeah.
some yeah.
Yeah, very
And Super.
well. It was very kiddie.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. Goku does his character really hasn't progressed much if you
No,
really think about it.
as a character, no. Power wise, eh.
And it's kind of disappointing. You know, I
You're
really would
right.
like to see Goku mature some,
Yeah,
but you know,
yeah.
I'm glad we're seeing Vegeta. We really are seeing Vegeta progress quite a bit.
Yes, we are. I didn't say hello to Geeky Tim and Red Rocks Black. Hi. Let's see. Is there anything else about anime you want to talk about, or we want to?
No, I'm about to jump back into anime pretty hard, you know, because
Yeah, well,
I'm
especially
caught
because
up.
I told you about Verve.
Well, that, but I was planning on it anyways, because I'm pretty much caught up on most of my other shows. I do have to say, Agents of Shield this season has been really.
I'm gonna wait for Netflix. I was like, I'm just since I'm so far behind, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna wait for Netflix.
It's been really good, and it's been really good. And what else? Uh, oh, you want to talk about a couple trailers real quick?
Sure.
Ant-Man and the Wasp looks amazing.
I haven't seen it.
It looks amazing. It really does. Um, okay, you haven't seen that. Jessica Jones season 2.
I haven't seen any of it.
Um, Deadpool 2.
I didn't know there was a trailer. Whoa. I've been seeing posters for Deadpool 2 forever.
Oh, they totally make fun of the Superman mustache in Justice League, which I forgot to mention. Did you see? There's an article going around where someone with like a $500 computer has done a better job with the removing the mustache and all that than they did in the movie.
I
Like,
haven't
seriously, they're side
I
by
haven't
side.
seen Justice League 2 yet, or Justice League
I
yet.
I haven't either, but there's side by side video comparisons of like what how it was in the movie and how the person with the $500 computer, $500 million budget or whatever versus $500 compute. Like, there's video comparison out there, or yeah. But Venom, I haven't seen that because I care. I don't care.
I've not seen Venom either, but I
It took them 3 months.
subscribe to the Spider-Man subreddit, so they were all over that, and they were very unhappy.
They did it all in 3 months, so he can't be good. And apparently it's not. And I'm kind of just like, I'm not even gonna bother. What else?
It's hard to believe Goku hit that. Yeah, it's kind of surprising. He knew what to do.
I haven't seen the Jurassic World 2 trailer yet.
I haven't either. I've been so out of it.
Super Bowl. Everything came out because of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Super Bowl ads. I know
I haven't seen any commercials either.
The new Cloverfield movie dropped on Netflix like the night right as the Super Bowl ended. It dropped.
I think I've seen one Super Bowl commercial. I think it was I expect it to be a Super Bowl commercial, but it was an Eminem commercial where the red Eminem finds a penny.
Turned into Danny DeVito. Yes,
Danny DeVito.
I have seen that one.
I saw that like after the fact, just as a regular commercial.
Yeah.
And I was like, this was probably a Super Bowl commercial.
That's exactly what I thought too.
And I love this commercial. That was probably, I mean, that I can't think of any commercials that could be better than that. That was a really good commercial. But there was a new Infinity War trailer, and
apparently I've got to watch some trailers.
Cap's kind of got these like arm shield that aren't like, he doesn't have his circle shield.
Alrighty.
Which I'm hoping that like maybe sometime within one of the movies we'll see Iron Man like, here Cap, you need your real shield back. We'll see maybe something like that. But he's kind of got these, like two shields that kind of like open up that rest on his arms. But what else? Can't think. There was a bunch of trailers that came out.
Apparently, and I've missed them all.
Oh, and Jessica Jones season 2 comes out beginning of March. So like soon.
I didn't really like Jessica Jones. Really didn't. Especially since David Tennant's not going to be in it.
He's in it.
Oh, he is in it. He
died.
Confirmed
that.
He totally died
like a while ago. Like when they were shooting, they.
Oh, right, that he's going to be in some kind of like. I do remember that now.
And like the trailer was pretty cool because they're touching on, there's like this like, I guess, super powered villain or whatever that they touched on a little bit, but she's kind of like, but Jessica Jones herself is like trying to find out about her past, like how she got, like what happened to where she actually got her own abilities and powers and stuff.
Right, yeah.
Research all that, and they did a really nice job at the trailer. And then at the very end, you just see like hands, and it's kind of like a slow clap. And I think I'm pretty sure that was a tease of Kilgrave. They did a really nice job, showing off with season 2 without giving away a lot and not, being like, remember Kilgrave, remember Purple Man, you love him, he's in it. Like, they didn't give away a lot.
He's the only redeeming thing about this show because the hero sure isn't.
Well, she's not supposed to be.
That doesn't mean I have to like it. That just means I don't like it.
What was it? We're gonna get Patsy Walker's gonna be. She talks in the trailer about you need a sidekick.
I don't think she's
get
gonna,
Hellcat.
I don't think she's gonna. No.
I don't know if she'll put on the costume, but she says in the trailer, you need a sidekick with you.
Well, yeah, it's probably gonna be teased all the hell, but it's never gonna happen.
And apparently there's news also that came out that Disney's streaming service is going to not have R-rated content on it. And the Marvel Netflix stuff, is still going to be on Netflix.
Cool. Excellent.
So that's not good, that was a big fear. A lot of people were,
yeah,
especially
absolutely.
A lot of comic book YouTubers that I follow, they were kind of afraid that that was going to be it for Marvel Netflix. Which would be a real shame, because for the most part, they're really good stuff. I really like a lot of them. I need to watch Punisher. I really do.
Oh, you don't watch Punisher?
I watched the first episode.
Oh, it's good. It really is good.
That came out around the time everything bad in my life happened.
Yeah, so, it did.
Yeah, so that's the reason.
Yeah, and I had a whole lot of time on my hands, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, Punisher is really good because I didn't really care for him too much in Daredevil, but I totally liked him in this show.
Yeah. Anyways, we're running kind of long.
Yeah, and you're like, well, I didn't have any news this week.
Well, I mean,
so I told you don't worry about it.
Yeah. Do you have any news you want to talk about though, real quick?
Do I? Yeah, I kind of do. Let's see. I want to talk about, because this did kind of affect us. The change to the YouTube Partner Program. It's actually kicking a lot of people out of the YouTube partnership program. We're in that. We're included.
Which means Twitch and Mixer. Yeah.
I mean, we can still stream.
A lot of people are, yeah.
We can still stream.
People are going to be focusing on Twitch and or Mixer.
Yes.
Versus YouTube.
Yeah.
What is it? Pretty much, if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, right? You can't monetize.
It's been a while since I've read that email. Yeah, it's like 1,000 subscribers and like 400 viewing hours within the last year, which we do not fall under.
So it's pretty much like, if you're starting, wanting to do content and stuff, video content and stuff like that, YouTube maybe not the best thing.
Well, here's the thing. The people who make a living off of YouTube, this doesn't affect them.
Exactly.
Because if you were hoping to get into YouTube to make a bunch of money, it was already, getting, a majority of money that was paid out through through this is not going to affect anybody's livelihood. If you could live off of just straight YouTube, this will not affect you because you were.
Yeah, it affects new and upcoming YouTubers.
Yes, it does make it harder for new. It makes it harder, and at the same time is supposed to make it easier because the people that this is targeting are the people who re-upload other people's content and clickbaiters, which are kind of the same type of people.
I mean, some of the biggest YouTube channels, they clickbait. I mean,
yes, but then they do
around that.
Yes, but I mean, if you fall for a clickbait, you're not going to be on that video very long. So they will not hit that 400 limit, 400-hour limit. Because it'll only be seconds you're on that video. So I mean, this is a good thing. It really is. But when it came out, a lot of people said, "Oh, you're taking my money." Well, you probably already had another job anyway, right? Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people who have over a million subscribers. They're not happy with this because they're like, I was once, a small YouTuber, and, this just discourages people.
No, it just means you got to work for it. Because that doesn't mean you can never get in the partnership program. You just got to get to that limit. I mean, this doesn't stop people from, this doesn't stop new and upcoming YouTube people. This just tells them, hey, don't rely on this as an income at first. Have a backup plan. I think this is a good thing. I mean, like, and like our videos, like we were making sense on our videos. Sense.
Yeah,
we weren't living off that.
We've never gotten anything.
No, like you have to have like over $100 in order for you to even collect it through AdSense. Which, yeah, we never got there. But but that money's not going anywhere. It's still going to be there.
And for us, we're just not. I mean, as much as we'd like to do YouTube content, for me, I'm just more about streaming. I want to start streaming more. I want to get into a steady streaming schedule and just stream.
Yeah.
I don't want to make content for people to watch later on because it's just not my. I just don't play. I'm just not in the position where I can really do that and have it be entertaining, because it's not like it's not like we're in a group together where we can, we're in the same room doing stuff where we can, mix things easy. I mean, we've tried doing multicam stuff, you and me, and it's really does not work. Where you record your stuff, I record my stuff, we mix it together.
Yeah. Although I think it might be we were trying to do that before a lot of things came about. That I think it's gonna be a lot easier to like do stuff like that now, because it's a lot easier to do. Like I still want to try to do stuff like that every now and then, and I do think about that. But then what always gets me down is like, oh, then I gotta edit. And while I do like to edit, I get distracted. I don't put enough time into editing, into the editing that I should.
Yeah, and the stuff I kind of want to do, I wish we had like 2 other people we could play stuff with.
I do too.
Not necessarily have them record stuff and mix it in. You know, it could just be our two perspectives, but
Yeah.
you know, I'd love if we had two other people who, you know, we could be like, hey, let's run through this game, you know, and you
Yeah.
know, not, you know, and you know, have two people we can count on to play through stuff with.
Yeah, and
down.
and I've actually been thinking about this the past week. One of the podcast groups that I listen to, Frog Pants, just started a D&D podcast, and we've kind of talked about this before. But I've never played D&D, and I've always wanted to, but I've never been.
I made a character once. That was about it.
I've also made a character.
I had a friend who was like, I had a friend in one of my college classes, and he was talking all about it, and he had all these books and stuff like that, and you never would have thought he was into that kind of stuff if you saw him. But and he was just like, "Oh, why don't you make a character?" And I'm like, "Okay." And I looked through stuff, and he described what kind of person, what kind of stuff do you like, and he helped me make a character based on my type of personality and the stuff, and it was kind of cool, but never did anything with it.
Yeah, I've never played D&D. I've kind of always wanted to. There was never anybody around that would even entertain that idea.
And they even came out with that D&D game, didn't they?
There's been tons of D&D games.
No, I mean like on the Xbox, like the consoles.
There's been a couple of those. What are you talking about? Neverwinter?
No.
Because that is the D&D.
I'll look this up while you keep talking.
But I mean, with today's day and age, with Discord and Skype, it's a lot easier to, and you're totally able to do Dungeons & Dragons on the internet. Kind of like we are right now, just talking, because that's all D&D is. It's talking.
Oh, I watched. I've seen people do D&D on the internet. Like, one of the comic book YouTubers I watch, or a couple of the comic book YouTubers I watched, they got together and did a campaign of D&D.
Yeah, and I would love to do something like that, but we need more people.
Yeah.
And I don't think the circle we run with would be consistent enough. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
to do it.
As far as our gaming circle right now, yeah, I understand that, and they're family. They got families, they got kids, they got wives. We're two single dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when I said two single dudes, I just thought of two stupid dogs.
Also right.
Remember that? Remember that cartoon?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just thought of that, but yeah, it's so I don't know.
So yeah,
there's a lot of stuff we want to do, but we just can't.
We can't. Yeah, bodies stop us. So. And that wasn't necessarily a call for new people. But
and the thing is, we've tried that too.
We've also tried
finding people and to join us on the site and stuff like that, and it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
and,
but
it works for, someone's writing articles, okay, great, and then like a couple weeks later, it's like nothing happened.
Yeah.
So it's just gotten to the point where we're just like, we're not gonna, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Things might change. But yeah, that's kind of really all I really care to talk about on my end. But you have a bit of news that is fascinating.
Sword Coast Legends. That's what it was. Came out last year, or it came out 2016. It was a new way to enjoy time-tested magic of playing Dungeons and Dragons as a shared storytelling experience, deep narrative developed by a team of long-time industry veterans. And, yeah, it was a D&D. And I remember I got it for free. You know, they sent me a code, and I'm not sure if I got a code for you even or not, but. And I saw other people get codes, but no one ever played it. Okay, but jumping into my new topic.
Because your news is fascinating.
Apparently, scientists or researchers, Japanese researchers, yes, have found that a chemical that in the chemical they used for McDonald's French fries, like to forget what it does. It's like it's to keep them from something. It's a chemical like in the oil. I think I forget exactly what its main purpose for, but they found that can actually help with cure baldness, and they've done like research tests on like mice, I think, and this article really doesn't tell too much. It actually is a bad article. I just saw USA Today. Okay, that must be I just didn't want to get some random site for it, but this is another thing I saw in my Google like Assistant, Google Now, whatever you want to call it, feed on my phone. These self-sorted hair follicle germs were shown to be capable of efficient hair follicles and shaft whatever. Yeah, basically nude mice were able to get their hair back. And I'm not sure if let me find a different one. Here, baldness. There's got to be a better article than USA Today. That was really not. You saw the article. It really was not.
No, really it's there's not a whole lot in it. That is about Yibik.
Yes. Okay. So the Japanese researchers published a study in the journal Biomaterials that showed that a particular chemical compound can cause fallow follicles to sprout healthy hair. Yeah, it's a compound that can be found in in the oil that McDonald's uses to cook their French fries.
To stop it from frothing.
That's what it was. Yes,
that's what the oil does. It stops it from frothing.
Apparently, it can also be found in nail polish and sunscreen. So.
Oh no, that's gonna be the next thing. Because you remember how a lot of people were saying like, oh, Subway bread has the same chemicals in it you could find in a yoga mat. Well,
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so
I mean
that's gonna be the thing that people latch onto.
They don't mention French fries in this study apparently, but it's the same stuff that's McDonald's. It's the same chemical in the oil, anyways. So don't be rubbing McDonald's French fries on your bald head. That ain't gonna help. But it's kind of one of those like it sounds ridiculous, chemical in McDonald's French fries can cure baldness. It's a clickbait article, but if you really like find a good article, and look into it, it's kind of interesting. It really is.
Yeah, I'm reading on Men's Fitness, and it's actually got a pretty good article on it.
Yeah, so it's interesting. It really is. I don't think they've tried on humans yet, but they've tried on mice, and
I like I like this. It says, "Look, I ate McDonald's for about 40% of my meals while in college, and my hair didn't hesitate to fly the coop soon thereafter. So color me dubious until more evidence is present." So just eating the fries doesn't help either.
yeah. So like that's I mean, but it's interesting how like
I really like this writer. So, as far as my dietary research is concerned, eating fries won't necessarily translate to a regrown Mufasa mane. I'm really liking this writer, and I can't talk, so that doesn't help.
Yeah.
So I have yet to slather a bunch on the back of my head, but hey, here's hoping to the next regenerative fast food medical breakthrough involving Chick-fil-A nuggets.
Yeah, this says the researchers behind the new study discovered that HFG, which like I said, hair follicle germs, uh, grow incredibly well in a chemical called, in that chemical. Of course, I'm not going to try to pronounce it. It starts with a D, and there's a bunch of Y's and P's and X's, and yeah.
Oh, come on,
so.
try it, try it, try it.
Dimethylpolysilicane. I don't. Anyways,
That's
the study,
pretty good. That's pretty good, actually.
In the study, researchers spread a little of the chemical on the bottom of a petri dish, added stem cells, and after a few days had a whopping 5,000 HFGs. Again, that's not enough to cover. That's not exactly enough to cover an entire human head, which is on average 100,000. But it's promising, and it's just getting the fries out of the way. It's just kind of funny how like you see, oh, this thing that's used for this can also be used for this.
Right. It could also be a hat.
It's just interesting how, like and I mean 50 years from now it's gonna be people could be looking at this like how did people never think of this before, just like us, we look back at certain stuff like we look back at certain what
Aloe is probably a good example because you can take aloe and just put you just take an aloe plant, but in reality a lot of people probably avoided the aloe plant because it smelled like poo.
True. Yeah. So it's just crazy how like there's so much. It's so much that we just don't even know about.
Yeah.
But I thought this was a crazy story, and I want to say they're starting to test this on other stuff. What I want to say I saw an article where they were not humans, of course, but something else besides a mouse. But I can't find. I don't know. Like I said, it was one of those articles where I just swipe, over on my phone when I'm somewhere,
Right.
trying to kill time, and I'm just looking through like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, Thor deleted scene about, about some kind of this, or oh, Joaquin Phoenix is gonna be the new Joker, which that's gonna be a thing, apparently.
Probably anything will probably be better than Jared Leto.
and I think it's supposedly like gonna be a Joker movie. Which, how do you do a Joker movie without I don't, but I use that Google like feed for I'm always looking through that stuff. I really am. Sometimes there's good stuff, sometimes it's kind of like I care less about this.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, Google's looking at all your personal data. I could care less.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm not hiding anything. If they're showing me stuff I'm interested in, great.
Right, and that, them sharing data and stuff, allows ads to work better for me. Great. I'll find something I'm interested in. It works. It works to my advantage. Yep. It just reminds me of, back in high school, I'd be driving around with friends, and they'd be like, "Oh, don't go down that road. There's a cop down that road." Are you holding? Like, what? Is there a warrant out for your arrest? Like, why does that matter?
People just get nervous of the police, though. But I understand your side of it. Yeah, it's like I'm not doing anything wrong.
I would rather there be a police officer around, because people straighten up. There's a cop around. Yeah. So, none of that funny business. I don't know what that means.
Anyways, that's about all I got, I think.
Okay, cool. We've had a nice long episode.
We really kind of have. It's episode 300. Woo!
Yay!
I mean, like we said at the beginning of the show, this should have happened a lot longer, ago. But
yeah, this should happen a while ago.
But
stuff
both
happens.
Of our lives had stuff happen, and they conflicted, and yeah. So hopefully, in the next few months, we'll both, things will start to get more stable for both of us.
Things will settle down.
So, I guess be sure to check out our website, thegeeksftw.com. There's links. Follow us on Twitter, because we will tweet whenever we're streaming, or whether it's streaming video games or our show, and you can join the chat and see maybe some of the crazy stuff that has happened this episode. We had some real weird, creepy stuff happen. They didn't even follow us either, so.
No, they didn't.
But we had some interesting stuff happen, some weird, stuff in the chat, and we had some of our friends get creeped out by the chat.
Yeah, and then immediately leave.
Yeah. And I got creeped out, and I even had to. I think I blocked someone. I didn't block a person, but I blocked what they were saying, because there was some really weird stuff. I don't know if you quite saw.
Yeah.
About rubbing certain parts.
The beard. That was it.
There were some other stuff. I'll talk to you about that.
That must have been private messages to you then.
It said approve or it said something about approve or deny in the chat.
Okay, well you're a moderator, so
yeah.
I might not have seen that because I'm on.
I clicked deny.
I use the restream.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Click deny. So.
Yeah, you probably.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter. That's really the best place. We stream on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, and that's it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You can get the audio version pretty much everywhere, you know, the main places, podcasts. And if it's not there, well, the RSS feed is on the website, the GeeksFTW.com. So hit that up, and I guess that's it. That's been quite a good show, I think.
It's been a show.
It's been a 300th show. Well, actually, we're past 300 episodes technically.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had a couple like spoiler casts that we didn't number, kind of a thing.
And non-numbered and stuff like that. Anyways, I guess that's it for me. You got anything else, Stuart?
I got nothing else.
Alrighty. This has been episode 300 of the Geeks for the Win podcast, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Stop.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a show. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay. You weren't moving, so I'm like, is it frozen? What? Okay. Okay, yeah, I totally didn't see any of that weird stuff in chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
I wish I could see. I wish it did just completely disappear, but it disappeared and said, in its place says, "Thank you for your feedback." So I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to go back on the chat and see past
I don't know.
stuff,
I just looked, and yeah, it's a clean chat room.
But yeah,
Like,
there's some weird stuff.
I can't go back and look.
That was a weird man. That was weird stuff.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. Probably McDonald's now because I want McDonald's fries.
Yeah.
I'll probably just be in chat tonight because I got Assassin's Creed Origins to play now. So
I was hoping we play some PUBG.
that might happen. But right now my plan is to play some Assassin's Creed.
Alrighty.
So
I understand.
I will talk to you later.
Alrighty. Later.
See you.